I think and I guess I'm on the path to believe that the hustle culture can be toxic for ambitious people. People who are driven and are already pushing their boundaries. I'm not saying it's bad, no. It can be good for someone who is just starting out and needs to hold on to an anchor before they find one in themselves. Or for someone who needs that push or a reality check. Or for procrastinators. I am someone who has consumed a lot of content about hustling and grinding. I've read article after article, I have watched TED Talks, YouTube videos, listened to podcasts, and I've seen a zillion reels about it. It went to a point where the line between what I was doing and what I could do started blurring. Come to think of it, I never needed this, even when I started it. My ambitions was enough to drive me to meet my potential. But the fear that I might be just too overconfident and arrogant to learn something new made me turn my wheels to this hustling world. And then, when the results weren't what I was expecting them to be, that made me cement my feet in the ground for the hustling content. Constantly improving your game is a pretty solid thing to do. But when that becomes a loop where you don't stop even for a minute, then it becomes toxic. The brain fog I've had for years being in this loop is finally being lifted now. A lot of content online doesn't register the fact that even hard work is nuanced. They put working on a straight line when that's not the case. You can follow a routine, take action, do everything right, and still won't get what you desperately want. And that doesn't mean you're not doing enough or you're wrong. This whole idea, if you're not where you want to be, then you're not doing enough, is preposterous. It puts all the weight on your shoulders, and frankly, we humans cannot and we're not made to carry this. This idea, which is very prevalent, blatantly excuses the things that are outside our control and puts the pressure of it on us. And then, when we don't see the results we have imagined or the results we believe we are entitled to, the guilt and shame slowly seeps into our veins. You start believing you are doing something wrong, or you're missing something important steps in between, or you're not working hard enough, or you don't deserve it. This creates such a loop that if you lack even a little bit of stability, then it will grasp you by your collar and off you go. And if stability is one of your goals, then my condolences. I can't believe I pronounced this word right. Anyway, it's not that you're not enough or you don't deserve it. It's that the timing is a thing, luck is a thing, and we cannot carry that. It's not in our control and it never will be. There is this quote on Instagram, irony, that says maybe you can't see your growth because you're always moving the bar up. Something along the lines, I'm pretty bad at memorizing stuff. Anyway, I have thought about it time and time again and always come to the conclusion that I haven't achieved anything and I'm not raising my bar. I was wrong. I was raising my bar every time I took one step towards growth. And in the way I've been doing it was actually both very clever and stupid. One thing the hustle culture doesn't talk about is that when you keep working hard, it becomes automated. And you don't have to put as much effort as you did when you started. Which also reminds me of a quote that is as simple as it can get and yet left me so confused. People who are successful, they are addicted to boring or they keep doing the boring stuff. Again, something along the lines. I might have used different words, but the sentiment remains. What I couldn't understand in the intoxication of brain fog was what is boring. Because the hustle culture sells the idea that you should keep pushing your boundaries. If it's comfortable, then you're doing something wrong. If you're comfortable, then leave your comfort zone because discomfort is where you achieve your goals. Fine. I didn't completely agree with it, but I had nothing to say to counter it, so I let it live inside my brain, and it became toxic for me. What hustle culture and overly ambitious people miss is that when you try something new, you have to battle with discomfort, learn the skill, and you have to put extra effort. But after some point, after putting consistent efforts, it becomes your comfort zone. And that's how growth looks in real time. We are totally, completely blind to it. You cannot expect to put the same effort into something you did when you started. And if that's the case, then that is something worth looking into. Growth in real time looks like normalized action. It doesn't announce its arrival, it's not exciting, it doesn't fill you with thrill. It becomes a routine that you normally follow without giving it an extra thought. It took me so much time to understand it, and when I look back, my 21-year-old self, she would be so amazed if she saw me writing these blogs, for example. Because she wanted to write like the blog she was reading. She was fascinated by this world, but couldn't write herself, mainly because that wasn't her comfort zone. Needless to say, she left it, or I did. Mostly it takes me 20 minutes to write one blog because I have already spent enough time articulating it in my head. It took her a day and she dreaded the very thought of writing one. Now, this is growth. But now this has become my comfort zone, and I have stopped considering it something that is worth enough to take me near my goals. It just became part of my routine. You see it now? And it's not limited to blogs. but it has reached writing content for social media, filming YouTube videos and spoken word reels. Editing, proofreading, publishing, and uploading everything has become something that I just do, part of my routine. So I stopped considering them as steps that will help me to achieve my goals when this is my goal. I am a writer. Hell, I even normalized writing books. So even when I wrote some 14 books in the span of 5 years, it wasn't impressive to me because it's automated. I didn't have to put extra effort after writing. What, 5 books? And this is what's called constantly raising the bar. You won't feel satisfied by it because the finish line is always moving. And keep doing it, keep repeating this routine. This is called doing the boring work. I didn't realize how toxic and unhealthy it was for me and how I was always on a pedestal. So I never fully rested, even after sleeping for hours. Earlier, it used to take me an hour to film a simple YouTube video. Yesterday, it took me 7 minutes. That doesn't mean I wasn't working hard enough. It simply means I got used to it. It simply means I have faced the old fears and I'm no longer dreading doing what I really want to do. I have always found it exciting to turn discomfort into my comfort zone. My perception was contaminated by consuming all the hustle content that I didn't need in the first place. To me, for now, growth means your discomfort turned into a comfort zone. Your actions towards your dreams become something you just do. It becomes a routine. You do it all not because you have to reach a certain level, but because you identify with it. The change is at the identity level. You do it because that's who you are, and that's growth in real time. And that's it for today, guys. Have a lovely day ahead and subscribe to my channel. Bye.